Stay tuned for some great information on the Diamond Audio plug-and-play solutions for Harley-Davidson motorcycles. All right, today I've got Ryan Klein here from Diamond Audio that's come out to go over some things that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention around just some of the solutions that they have to make plug-and-play harnesses so easy and affordable for whenever you're adding an amplifier or upgrading your sound system. Ryan, thanks so much for coming out.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
You bet. We've known each other a while, but I'd like you to tell our listeners and our viewers, what's your role at Diamond Audio? What
Sure.
do you do? How long you've been doing this? And just kind of give us some background.
Certainly. So I'm Ryan Klein from Diamond Audio. I'm the West Coast Regional Sales Manager. I also am the Product Development Manager for all motorsports products. That includes motorcycle and beyond. I've been in this business now for almost 30 years. I'm dating myself. But yeah, so I'm glad to be here. Let's talk about some signal harnesses.
Absolutely. What have you got here in front of us today?
So what I've got here is the MS-RCA2. What this is it's a 2-channel signal harness. It's all plug and play. So it makes your installation seamless, right? So the first part of this is our speaker side, right? So this plugs into the pods and gives you your speaker wire that goes directly to your amplifier outputs. And then the other part of that harness is the radio side or signal side, right? So it's got the other end of the pod here. It's got our load resistors, and it's got our RCAs on the other end that plug directly into the input side of your amplifier.
Now you actually cut those off for going into some of the amplifiers that can't handle high voltages.
Correct.
Like
yeah.
RCAs.
Our motorsports amplifiers can handle high level signal or low level signal through the RCAs. Obviously, because this is coming out of a factory radio, it is an actual high level signal and not low level, right? And then of course it's got the load resistors. And the reason why we have these on here is the factory radio is actually Class D. And so Class D needs to see a load in order to supply a clean signal out to your amplifiers. If you didn't have these, one of two things would happen. You'd get audio one time, and then you wouldn't get it the next time you turn your bike on, or you get a really distorted signal, depending on battery voltage and things like that in the bike at full volume. And so yeah, so that's the MS-RCA2.
I know you brought some other stuff.
I did.
I'll take this, bring out some more stuff.
So the next harness we've got is the MST-Link. Similar to the MS-RCA2, but this in fact is a 4-channel harness. What's kind of unique about that is if you've got a bike that has factory 4 speakers, when you plug this in, because it's a T-harness, right? You plug this in the back of the radio. It gives you your actual speaker wire right here. You don't have to run wires to the back. You don't have to cut anything at the front. It makes your installation go a lot faster. It's actually already got predetermined ferrules on it too. So depending on what amplifier or what harness you have going into the amplifier, you've got multiple connections there. It also has obviously the 4 RCAs. Okay, so this gives you your 4-channel signal harness. This is for the bikes that have factory 4 speakers. It does have the load resistors just like our other harnesses do. Okay, and then if you are doing a aftermarket DSP or something that needs accessories underneath the fairing, it also comes with the accessory plug for power, ground, and turn on.
Tapping it in from somewhere else.
Right.
Or if the trigger wire that's on that bike, the purple or blue is already being used for a power.
Correct. Yeah, correct. It's right here for you, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it makes a great solution though for the guy that wants to add an amplifier and not chop up his harness and mess everything up and get bad connections later on.
Yeah, it makes for a real clean install. Sure. And no need to have any other wires or anything to do your installation the right way, especially for you DIY guys who are trying to do this themselves. This makes it seamless, simple, and efficient.
And I've used several of these in the past. They do make it really simple, really easy. Everything's also marked to where it goes, so you don't need a set of instructions on this because there is no other way to plug it in. Everything's marked, and you guys have done a great job with this harness.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we've got one more to talk about that we just came out with. It's kind of exciting. Here, let's take that one and I'll grab the next one.
I'm keeping all these, right?
Yeah, I know. They're yours too, Keith. So this one's exciting. This is the HDP Radio. This is for the brand new 2024 Harley-Davidson Touring models. So what's unique about that particular bike is the only place to grab accessory is underneath the seat.
Right.
So Harley's got this new funny plug that's underneath the seat for your accessories, okay? And we'll go ahead and get this thing unwrapped. So this actually has enough wire to go from underneath the seat all the way up to your fairing to power an LOC, a DSP, or a 4-channel signal harness. So this is the whatever your signal device is if you're keeping the factory amplifier, okay? And what's nice is we've also included a secondary set because we don't want this plug to not be worth anything once you plug this in, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So if you've got something else that plugs into that factory connector, we've left the power, ground, and accessory underneath the seat for that connection. It also, just like our other signal harnesses, comes with our 2-channel signal input, right? So you got the speaker side on the pod and you got the signal side. It also does have the load resistors in it, okay, because you still need it on a 2024, even on a 2024 with the factory amp plugged in. Because it's Class D, you have to have the load resistors in there.
Got it.
Okay, and then we've included the 4-pin harness because up until this point, you've had to go either grab it at the same harness in the back underneath the seat and run it all the way forward. There's actually a connection point right underneath the headlight on the factory radio for the CVOs that gives you your 4 speakers for your.
Yeah, I've seen it there.
Yeah, so this just runs up, plugs in your amplifier, and you're done.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's no need to run new wires or any of that stuff.
Nice. So this is for the guy with a 23.5 CVO or 24 Street Glide,
Road Glide standard,
non-limiteds.
Right.
Give you a nice plug and play solution without cutting anything up and make sure everything works.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Correct. And then, of course, don't forget that we also offer a 2024 cut and lid kit for your standard guys.
Yes, we've got those in the other day.
Yep, that's right. Now in stock at Lifestyle Cycles.
Yeah, right on our website. Power solutions also, because obviously any of these harnesses run an amplifier.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you need power wire, right? So we do have the MSPWHR. This guy's pretty cool because it's 100% oxygen-free copper.
Definitely a benefit of the mixed in with aluminum wire.
Right, yeah, there's no aluminum. We did predetermine the protection on the wire to run down the backbone so that on your bikes when you're running your wire, there's no scraping or tearing that's tearing up your power wire, right?
Perfect.
Right,
Yeah,
so the parts that are exposed are protected. Right, correct. So the parts that are exposed are protected. Also comes with a nickel-plated terminals on the wire already installed, so you don't have to try to do it yourself. And then also a waterproof fuse holder.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this is going to work with any of the amplifiers.
Yeah, any amplifier. Yeah, I mean, no matter what you're doing, you got to have a power wire to power your amplifier, and it might as well be one that was meant for the motorcycle. So.
And your kit actually comes with a red and a black wire. I've come across many bikes that somebody else has done an install. There'll be 2 blacks in there. There'll be 2 reds. And it's like, okay, so obviously somebody only had 1 spool of wire laying around when they did the audio system. But, yeah. It's kind of a given when you're talking about something like this. But
correct.
A lot of these guys that do stuff from home that don't have access to this, unfortunately, they're just grabbing what's laying around. This will actually fit.
Right.
If anybody else is at the bike later on, they know what color wire is going where.
Right, exactly.
It sounds obvious to us.
Yep.
But there is a lot of stuff out there that we come across, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a great alternative to trying to do it yourself. We've already predetermined the length, predetermined everything. You're not wasting wire.
Well, man, I really appreciate you coming out and showing us the solutions that we've got for basically everything. It's going to be your 2014 Harley-Davidson and up for a do-it-yourselfer or even a shop that just want something off the shelf of the SKU that they can just market to their customer and just make it work. Have it clean and simple when it's done. You guys did a great job.
Yeah, you got to have signal, you got to have power.
Yeah.
So it might as well be plug and play.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Thanks again, man.
Appreciate it.
Well, wait. Don't go anywhere until you like and subscribe to make sure you get notified every time we post our how-to videos, our product reviews, and all of our amazing interviews with your favorite racers and industry icons. I'll see you guys next time.